Hey there, we're Acadian Adventures, a cruising channel trying to begin our trip around the world for the past 3 years. We've hit a few roadblocks along the way, including a Cat 5 hurricane and now a global pandemic. But we don't give up. With borders closed and the boat finally ready to go, for this season we're doing the next best thing, cruising the US East Coast. Support videos you enjoy by clicking the like button, leaving a comment, and subscribing.
Last time on Acadian, we leave Georgetown and start our trip down the coast to our first anchorage, Chesapeake Bay, a small beautiful spot in the South River next to Annapolis, where we spend a couple of nights before heading to our next stop. This episode we pull out of Chesapeake Bay with perfect conditions and start our sail to St. Michael's, a short 14-mile journey, a trip that turned into one of those days that makes all the boat work worth it. While entering the Eastern Bay, we get into an impromptu race, and then have to tack our way upwind to the Miles River before an incredible downwind run where we drop anchor in St. Michael's. We're going to head over to St. Michael's today because St. Michael's is a really convenient spot and it's got a bunch of things that we need, so we're going to go there and stock up on a few things. It should be good sailing today. It should be downwind sailing all day, about 10 knots of wind, so it'll be a nice, comfortable ride all the way to St. Michael's. Let's do it. And so we just left Chesapeake Bay and we are under sail, under Genoa, full Genoa. Just absolute perfect downwind conditions. 12 knots, right on the stern, like the stern quarter right here. I mean, it's just perfect. We're doing 5 knots over ground. Boat speed is 3.7, so we probably have a little bit of a current with us. So yeah, it's just awesome. And the temperature is in the low 70s, high 60s. It's a nice sunny day, but we are shading our solar panels with the Genoa. We had a lot of power this morning, so we're good. Plus, we'll run the generator tonight if we need more power. Fix that generator.
The generator finally works.
So yeah, life is great right now. While approaching the Eastern Bay, we notice another monohull alongside Rising Sun under full sail. We can see the couple on board looking at us and trimming sails to gain speed. Race is on! Being on a close haul point of sail, we sheet her in tight, keep her nose just off the wind, and watch as Rising Sun leaves the challengers in her wake. We've got 9 knots of wind and we're doing 5 knots. We just tacked our way up the Miles River. We're sailing upwind the whole direction that way. And we just made it over the mark. And now we can start going downwind. We're flying wing on wing. Beautiful downwind sailing.
Fast we going?
We're doing 5.5. Shortly after turning the corner and heading downwind, we arrive in St. Michael's. And we have plenty of time to drop our dinghy and head into town.
St. Michael's was one of our favorite stops when traveling up to Chesapeake a few months ago. Not only is it a super convenient spot for cruisers to provision and grab a cold beer, it's also full of interesting maritime history. The harbor and many of the homes date back all the way to the 1600s.
A snuggery from 1665. Look at that.
You really feel like you've stepped back in time to a 19th century seaport. The anchorage right next to town can get tight, especially on the weekends. So most people choose to anchor just outside the channel on the Miles River. The town of St. Michael's has made it super convenient by providing a free dinghy dock just a few minutes away. This anchorage is pretty protected most of the time, but if there's a strong north wind, you may want to find a different spot, as it could get pretty rolly. After putting all the provisions away, we enjoy watching the regatta race through the anchorage from the local yacht club. And since it's supposed to get a little chilly outside, we get a gumbo going.
To answer your question, what am I doing? I am cooking a gumbo, is what I'm doing. So it starts with a roux.
So what kind of gumbo are we cooking?
This is a chicken sauce. Okay, so I like to make a dry roux. I don't use a lot of oil. Just enough oil to make the flour kind of sticky. Not sticky, but wet, where it doesn't stick to everything. And then we light a fire. And then we slowly brown the flour. And you do it in a way to where the flour doesn't burn. A lot of people will make a roux. Like I've got a friend, he'll sit there and it'll take him all day to cook a roux. For me, like 30 minutes. But he sits there and he just, as low as the fire will go, and it's a liquid. It's not like a paste. Like this is like a paste. But when he makes it, it's like a liquid. Depends on the kunas. Different kunasses make different roux. You gotta be a kunas to enjoy the smell of a cooking roux.
Really?
It smells like burnt flour. I mean, that's what it smells like. This is like the critical point because it's starting to get to that point where if you let it sit for like just a second without stirring it, it'll burn.
I'm pretty excited about this gumbo.
Me too, man. So I pat it down. And then let it sit just for a second, and then you go to flip it, and you'll see how much more brown it is on that side. Not burnt, just a little bit more brown, and you just continuously do that until it gets really dark. You'll basically get to a point where you just start stirring it, and that's when it's done. Yeah, nice. And you can mistake that for chocolate.
You can.
Yeah.
It's like brownie mix.
And that's it. That's our roux. The next step is going to be to brown all of the meat.
Yep.
All right, we're going to test to see if the pot's ready for the meat. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. All right, so the next step in this process is after the meat is nice and brown, take all the meat out of the dish. Hey Holly.
Yeah.
How's the gumbo?
Spicy.
Why is it so spicy?
You use that whole Carolina Reaper. You weren't supposed to do that.
So we discovered these peppers. It's called a Carolina Reaper. Dude, this is the hottest damn pepper I've ever seen in my life. Usually I put like a lot of peppers in the dish, and especially a big dish like a big old pot of gumbo. You know, you use a lot of peppers. But just one of these things, it was like using like 10 habaneros. Just one of them. It's crazy how spicy the stupid pepper is.
It's hard to eat.
It's good though.
I mean, I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah.
It's making me sweat.
It's delicious, but it is spicy. What happened?
The drone attacked me.
No, the drone didn't attack you.
Yep.
Look at this, dude. Ow. So what's the lesson to learn here?
Grab the drone with 2 hands. Not one.
Why would you grab it with one hand? Like, that's a deep cut, dude. This one right here is deep.
Yeah. You can see muscle.
Why would you grab it with one hand?
Why would you keep saying that?
Because it just doesn't make sense to me.
Shitballs.
Well, I guess so, dude. You just gotta clean it real good, and we're gonna have to bandage it up. That one's almost stitched. Why would they give you this stupid little alcohol? Why is there a big thing of alcohol in this stupid thing? Hold on. Let's get the kid out. This is bullshit. Why would you grab it?
Oh my god, I grabbed it with one hand and get over it.
Why?
I cut my shirt.
Because you grabbed it with one hand.
This is a good shirt.
We got a new nickname for Holly. One hand Holly. We got the Major Lacerations kit out. Alright, thanks Pete. Major Lacerations. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, there's a skin staple kit.
You were not stapling. No.
Come on, kids, we gotta staple that one.
No, we don't.
You can't just go grab the drone.
Shitballs.